Hey there, IndyCar Nation. James Hinchcliffe here, and today we find ourselves in the Sarah Fisher Hartman Racing Shop, and for a very good reason, because today I'm going to introduce you to somebody.
Twin checkers out. Josef Newgarden is the winner. A great drive by a talented young man.
Joseph, welcome.
Thank you, James. You know, it's great to have you back in town. Obviously, you've made it here successfully from Brazil. I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see you're unscathed.
I might be missing a kidney.
But yeah, as you said, we're here in the new Sarah Fisher Hartman Racing branded shop, I guess you could say. It's a new partnership in the team, so a little bit more stability for us. And we're going to be building a new shop now over on Main Street, right by the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which is quite interesting.
But there's a whole new other exciting element here, and that's, of course, the new car. And you guys took delivery of your new car yesterday. So why don't you walk us around a little bit? I'll be honest with you, Joseph. It's got a different look than I was expecting from the pictures. But why don't you show us around the new car a little bit?
Well, we've all seen this, I guess. You know, we've seen it on the internet, and we had an idea of what we thought it was going to look like. You know, I pictured something a little different, but I think they've added some nice features. You can see these very lovely bars that are added to the side. It looks like we've gone with skinnier discs, which are going to improve the braking performance.
Hey, I think I just thought of something.
What? Oh, I'm sorry, the car. I guess this would be the real Dallara chassis, the DW12, as it's called. That's being built, and you got Scotty up here on the rack and pinion. It's looking nice, right? Yeah. What do you think, Scotty?
I like it.
Initial impressions of the chassis.
I really don't know. I've only been on it for about 30 minutes.
Do you have one initial thought? If you were to put this into one word, what would you say?
It's easier to work on.
Okay, that's probably 4 words, but...
All right, so you've got this nice big facility. Why don't you take us for a little bit of a tour? I know you're new to town, but why don't you show us around a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I don't know where everything is, really. I think if we go back over here, James, this was what they would call I'm not sure, actually. I think it was a fab room or some type of electrical harnessing room where they would work on those looms and stuff like that.
Right, well,
Does that sound right to you? Yeah, they harness the electricity back here. They hone in on those currents.
All right, so now I'm kind of new to this racing thing, but I think
that's where the driver gets.
Something like this-ish,
Yep.
is sort of what we're looking at.
Yeah.
So I'm basically sitting in your car.
Yeah.
I'm basically sitting in your car.
Basically.
It feels nice.
This is not going to happen again, just to let you know.
This thing feels good. You're gonna have a fast one. I can tell. I can just see it.
Doesn't it feel
It's
lighter?
very light,
Yeah.
very light, very spacious. Lots of room in here.
So much room. If you can see back into there, this is one of the rare sights you get to see in the Sarah Fisher Hartman Racing Shop. Is the actual mechanic at his work in his natural habitat.
Look at the way he works. Just gorgeous specimen here. A mechanic in its natural environment. Brilliant to see. Great fine chasing. What happens up there?
That's actually a gym. We should check that out because this is a very important part of Sarah Fisher Hartman Racing.
You have a gym in your shop?
We have a gym.
Quick question. When did Yao Ming start boxing here?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
From what I understand, this is where they send the engineers when the engineers are struggling to decide what setup to put on the car. They put them in the chair, and they're just supposed to rock and think about it. One of the things I noticed as soon as I walked in here, I mean, Joseph, when was your announcement made? A week ago?
Yeah, 1 week ago from now. Yeah.
1 week ago from now. Look at that. The boys' picture's already up on the wall. I mean, this team is absolutely on it.
Oh.
This does not look like your office.
It's a mess. What are you doing?
Not only is this not your office, this is the boss's office. Of course, a woman who needs no introduction, Sarah Fisher. Hello. Say hello to the IndyCar Nation.
Good morning.
Why Joseph? Sarah Fisher.
I feel like I wouldn't know what to do with these, you know? It's fortunately the IndyCar's got the paddles, right? But these, I don't know what that does. Like, I'd be like checking my mirrors and, hey, you know, I just don't know.
This worries me a little bit because the IndyCar actually has a lot of things, buttons, knobs, things you can change and adjust, and there's 3 here. There's 3, Joseph. Can you explain to me why your shop is littered with gnomes in sort of sniping positions high above the shop?
We can't tell you that, James, okay? You can know a lot of things. You can come into our shop. We'll share things with you. But don't ask about the gnomes ever again.
Okay.